potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Kentucky Wildcats. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Roy Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff cover. Be stopped at the 17. Offense in a bunch formation. Start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback. Your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll give it to Maxson. Hits his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the counter play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know when you're playing against the defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking to pass. It's Mayaba. He tries to take the top ball. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit.
Makes it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They have to put in space or cover fast guys out of the perimeter. How about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it up to 29.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Plows through the defense. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And
need some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keeps it on the option. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
And everybody wants to go outside and get the fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close, run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Takes a hit as he fired. Intercepted, and now he's at the 14. Here comes the T-Rex on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the air and pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. Look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know is this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of it.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and enough for first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the ball. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback falling short.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made third down even longer. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Anderson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some go.
The see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready. Red 80, red 80. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Hand off for Baxter. He breaks the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock it down at the 17.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him up. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
And that's going to feel good for the offense because third down has been kind of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line.
And this defense has had an elite first half. Kept them off the scoreboard. They put a drive together right before the half. Talk about some momentum. Hold them to a field goal here on this third down. Don't let them get a touchdown. They played so well this first half.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Ready, go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's by the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. That's good. It's Anderson. Knocked down for the tackle. Wildcats simple for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Run the gun. Wants to pass. And they get to the 40. Back to the 16.
The defense needed that one pass, but they're losing in this game. They just give up a big play, so they finally get the sack. But I feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
The Trojans will send out the line unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Holds it in and looking upfield. C.J. Baxter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I like the thought process on defense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early. There are a lot of coaches that feel themselves that they can't really throw the ball, just set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just
steamrolling the defense. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are ready to take it in.
Well, obviously, the running back has been a big story for this offense all season long. And the coaches talked about this in the offseason. They had to identify the right guy in the portal to help this offense be physical, to generate explosive plays, and really take them to the next level. They found their guy. This guy's been so good each and every week. He's been able to take care of himself, stay healthy, and he's gotten better as the season has gone on. And here we are, guys, late in the season. He's in Heisman contention. He's got this team knocking on the doorstep of a college football playoff.
Ready. Check. Ready to go.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And as he throws, touchdown Kentucky! Quick strike for the air for the score. A quick strike, just as we expect.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Snag in the middle. It's Bowman. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Booster. That's it. Go.
He goes right back to the air. He lets it fly. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Run inside. It's Jordan. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out.
get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our whip around with Florida taking on the number 15 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Gators who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot.
Here's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big run, more big runs normally follow soon after. And you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back. And you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Jordan. And they're able to make the tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He was trying to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, they ended up losing yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running inside. It's Jordan. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well done. Good run and a first down. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Miller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try and turn this into points.
Sometimes you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick them up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Calls his own number. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they try to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. He wants it all. Touchdown USC! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Lining up for the PAT. Oh, they blocked it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Wildcats come out and get things going on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Just gets it to the 28, pick up a 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in every snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way.
And he'll have to check his feelings after that, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Just goes up and takes it away. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
Ready. Wide 53. Wide 53. Ready to go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Makes a pass to Martin. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. They'll mark him down at the 28.
First down, really always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Baxter. And just a short, safe pass away. They pick up a few.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield and throws the football. He doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate. Pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play.
22. Ready to go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it. It will be 1st and goal for this offense. Kentucky going quickly.
Go.
Trying to run. It's Baxter. And they had 6 more minutes to pass.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game? That is exactly what we talked about. Like, coaches circled him up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Knocked down behind the line. He powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Under fire. And he never had a chance.
That is how you start a drive. Use the physical challenge on 1st down. Watch the quarterback get the sack on 2nd
resets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Mayama. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he's still running after the move. Can they catch him? Special teams proving to be special. The AT unit on the field. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone. Will be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to turning it on. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Trojans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Trojans were the answer. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passing. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Miller. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He throws one to the left. He's got it for the play. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds for a first down.
And I mean, that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Ready? Red 54, red 54. Go, go!
They're going to run it. It's Bowman. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. The DB saw it. He went to drop it. Don't drop it. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might spin out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Intercepting, that total goes to 16. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have one or two and miss a throw here and there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks in 2 games.
Ready, go!
It's Ivory. Brought down, but not before he rolled his way inside the 38.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now we can put a few first downs together. We're looking really good.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Red 18, red 18.
They'll go right back to it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. It's third and short. I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go with Paxton. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
They'll move the tight end.
Hey, move. Shift. Jet. Ready, go.
They'll run it with Paxton. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. We're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Sweet, sweet. Go, go.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his man. It's Bowman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you don't play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally with the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football. Throwing it away 3 times already.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Out of the shotgun on third down. That pass not trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field. I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. They're trailing here in the fourth quarter.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got it up, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go!
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left. I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. Looking for the score. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. To the end zone, and is picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
We got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
Season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference champion.